Yeah, right. So we're laughing, so you go into YouTube and just scroll through all our live thumbnails. It's always Stephen and I going, or go. It's just fucking every time we don't really put much thought into the live thumbnails.
We slag ourselves off every single week for going, what's the thumbnail going to be? But we never change it.
So every time it's like, oh well.
Ready for a thumbnail, bud? Yeah, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going to scroll through tonight and have a real good look at them.
You screenshot them all.
Yeah, get them all up. Right, we'll get the comments on and then we're going to talk about growth forwards, measure back. What was that? Is that a door shut?
That's a door shut.
Growth forwards, measure backwards, and why it's important for your weight loss.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll wait for everyone to get on. For some reason, no comments are not coming up, which is odd.
No, you don't want that.
Let's refresh that. Do I have any comments? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Plenty of comments.
Right, now I'll get on the Kilted code. I'm going to double fist it tonight, which always means 2 devices, so to speak.
We do. We've got Amanda saying hello, coaches.
Hello.
So yeah, what we're going to be talking about is how to really leave 2021 behind in style. Because it's not just like, a lot of people go, oh, I just want to put that year behind me, and then you try not to think about it again. But actually, there's a lot of lessons to be learned for the previous year and previous years. So learn your lessons, look back, and that's what we're doing, measuring backwards, but then we're going to grow forward into 2022. I was going to say in style, but I said that, but leaving 2021 in style. What's 2022
In style?
and awesomeness?
In awesomeness.
Yes, in awesomeness.
Susan is on YouTube. Hi, on YouTube. Hope you're all doing well. And BB says, bout you lads. Now, BB was... Oh, I can't remember BB's name, but we used to know it.
BB?
BB.
I don't know. We've got Cara, hello, happy holiday coaches. Arlene Nisbet, good morning from Canada. Deb Goff is on. Hi Deb. Hello, Coach Clan. Jen's on. Annie Bernard, Leslie Hall, Nicola Goodyear. Hey. How are you both? We're good, Nicola. Thank you. How are you?
We've got Pat saying, greetings coaches. Dana says, good morning coaches, good to see you. And Jennifer says, hi guys, I never see you live anymore. But you just did! So we're in business. So we're all
Can
good.
I hide this mumble jumble?
I know, how do you get rid of it?
No, it never used to
Oh,
be
but
there.
the 3 wee dots, does that get rid of it? Oh no, that just actually deals with the video. David says, hello coaches, happy holidays to you.
And it's been forever since I've been able to catch up. I miss everyone. Deb, I think we chatted to you like last week.
Yeah,
Pretty sure we have.
pretty sure. Yeah.
Michael Johnson, how's the running going? Send us to the stars. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Remember Michael Johnson?
Yeah. How did you forget him? Do you know Michael
He's the one
Johnson?
like this.
Yeah. But Michael Johnson said, like, cause he openly admits that he wasn't as gifted. He just had, in his opinion, a very perfect running style because he didn't have any drag.
Yeah.
So then what he said was that if Bolt came and trained with him, he could get Bolt to run sub-9. That was what his claim was.
Okay.
Because he says Bolt's running style isn't that great. He says it's good, it's not great, but he's just so genetically gifted.
Yeah, he's
he's
got long levers and the right insertion points for his muscles.
And in the same conversation, he says, I wasn't genetically gifted, I just had a good running technique.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, listen
And
to
you can't
him.
fault him that because he
Yeah.
had a very unique style and he won all the time.
Yeah, because he kept his core
A lot of
absolutely
people
straight.
run and it really kind of pushed into it because
Yeah.
there's a lot of twisting involved.
There's a lot of drag.
Whereas he was just upright.
He was just...
It was very funny to watch.
Yeah, but he was good though.
He was really good.
Carlotta's on saying, hello. Michael says, good afternoon coaches, ordered the calendar and the book, can't wait, thank you and Merry Christmas. Awesome.
Happy days. So we've got a bunch of stars from Michael Johnson, Alex Dularu. Happy days.
BB saying, what word would you choose to summarise what you would like for 2022? Success.
Happiness.
Happiness.
The truth shall set you free. That's what I want. You know, there's obviously 2021 has been, there's been a lot of fear, anxiety, frustration, confusion for all manner of life on this planet. And I think for 2022, I'd like to see some clarity.
Clarity.
I'd like to see some clarity.
Susan's on saying, hello my boys, my kilt this week. Happy days.
Deb saying, lol, possibly, it just feels like forever. Just because you missed us, Deb.
We're actually just out filming a workout video today. We've not done one of those in a while, so we're out in the freezing cold and I'm just playing with the mud that was on my top.
Activate a stars party.
Ooh, I don't know what that happens. It's got a countdown. I love countdowns, they get me excited.
Final countdown.
Right, so just did your clap thing. Boom. Growth forwards measure back for your weight loss. So you've embarked on a journey, you'd already made the decision, you want to make changes to your health and fitness, you thought, right, I'm going to start losing weight, and you start on your journey, you start eating better, you start doing some exercise, you go along for a while, and then you just start maybe getting stale with it, or let's just take it now, we're in December, so people have got to this point and think, oh, I'm getting near to Christmas, then there's the new year, how am I going to get through this festive period? And then you start to lose motivation, you start to kind of wind down or run out of steam. And it's like, what am I going to do to keep going? Now, what we're going to say today is it's all about analysing where you are. You need to stop exactly where you are. And in order to measure for your growth, to grow forwards, which is the direction you always want to be going in for progress, you have to measure backwards. And the only place that success or progression exists is in the future because it's been worked on from the past. So it's all about stopping, looking back and admiring just how far you've come, regardless of what that is.
So this can cover two different angles, if you like. First and foremost, it is your motivation. When you look backwards and you go, that's how far I've come. Now, you might be looking at 2021 saying, oh, nothing changed for me. I can guarantee there's a bunch of things that have improved, whether it be your health and well-being or your family connections, maybe your relationship, maybe your hobby really took off. There's something, or even just your mindset, your mindfulness as it sort of made progress. There's always been changes. So you look back and say, right, what did 2021 bring? And that itself can then be motivation to move forward, which we'll then talk about how to really create the best 2022 possible. But the other thing it does, it shows you your trajectory. Okay, so when you look back and say, right, you've got the horizon in front of you, right? You go, that's my potential. 2022, there's my potential. So the current path that I'm on, if you look backwards into 2021, 2020, 2019, you can then see the path that you're on. Are you happy with your current trajectory? The path that you're on, the angle, the movement, the direction that you're moving in. Are you happy with that? If you continue that trajectory, are you happy? Yes or no? You know, we could talk about business. You know, we've had a bunch of frustrations this year, and we're changing our trajectory at the end of this year so that coming into 2022, there'll be much less stress and a little bit more clarity in where we're going with things. So you kind of look at things, and at any given point, you look back and go, that's been my trajectory so far. So if I continue this way, is it going to be awesome? Is it going to be the life I love? Or do I just need to change my angle slightly and actually get a little bit more exercise in? Eat a little bit better food, breathing a little bit better, have better conversations, have that awkward conversation you've been meaning to have for a long time. There's a bunch of different things that you can do to change your current trajectory.
Growth forwards measure back. Always growth forward. I mean, ultimately, you want to make progression. That's what we always shout about, regardless of the pace. But this lesson is quite important for when, especially if you hit a plateau, or if your weight loss, if weight loss is your goal, and you've been slowing down, and you just think, oh, it's getting a bit stale. You know, when you first lose weight, it's all fresh, it's all new, it's exciting. You know, the effort that you're putting in is instantly rewarded. Every time you step on the scales or use a measuring tape or try on your clothes, and you're like, oh great, all those changes I'm making are giving me all these benefits and I'm feeling successful. And as the weeks go on, you get that, what's that word thingy, not mitigating returns, what's it, when it slowly gets less?
Diminishing
returns. So you're putting all the effort in and then the returns are getting slower, because as you go on, that naturally happens. And then you get to the point where you feel you're still putting in all this effort in, you're putting the time and everything, doing your cardio, doing your workouts, eating well, food prepping, all this kind of stuff. And then you're stepping on the scales, and you're like, you're just not there yet. You're starting to get a bit tired with the process. And you're like, you don't feel like giving up, but you're almost at the end of your tether. That's when you stop. You look back, you think, wow, I've actually dropped 20 pounds. And if you had never started, you hadn't put all that effort in, you'd still be 20 pounds heavier. And so you're about looking back and then celebrating how far you've come, and then that gives you the motivation to galvanise you onto new goals. These were galvanised.
You did. And you're doing your boy band look as well with your vest and your top underneath.
Boy band.
Move forward. You've got this. You can stay another day.
I was too hot initially, and I was like, yeah, boy band. That's galvanised. That'd be my boy band. Galvanised. Yep.
Yeah, so grow forward, measure backwards. You've got to measure backwards first. Not first, you obviously got to move forward. You're moving forward in life, you always are. But measure backwards and just see where you've come from, what you're doing, what the trajectory is. Galvanise yourself so that you can then turn back around and say, right.
No. Galvanise.
You got this.
Galvanise.
So let's make 2022 amazing. So how do we go about this? You need to look, and again, going back to what you've done this year and say, oh, actually, if I just do more of the same, will that be good enough? Am I going to live an awesome life if I do more of the same? Or do I need to change what I'm doing? Do I need to change up my habits? Do I need to kind of look at what I'm doing with my exercise, with my nutrition, with my mindset, with mindfulness and meditation, and just looking after you getting to bed on time? There's a bunch of factors that you probably already know that you should be doing for a much better life. Now, when we do the same thing next year, this like Christmas next year, Christmas for 2022, we may not call it the same thing, but we'll do something similar because we do it every year to say, look, we're at the end of the year, how's it been for you, and let's make next year absolutely amazing. What are you going to be saying to us next year when we do the same thing? Are you going to go, I fucking listened to you, I galvanised, I changed my trajectory, and now my life is so much better 12 months later, and I can't believe the changes that I made just because I measured backwards, I
growth forward.
I
galvanised.
and then I made 2022 my bitch. We should make a video about that. Make 2022 your bitch. We should.
I'm already predicting hate in the comments for it. There'll be someone somewhere.
Yeah. You call me a bitch.
But we'll put the dogs in the thumbnail, and then it'll be ambiguous.
Yeah.
Galvanised.
Someone please make a meme of that.
Galvanised. It's like the Michael Jackson.
Rabbits in the boy band.
So the one thing I want to talk to you about as well is if you are thinking about losing weight, you are thinking about making changes in the new year, it's really important that whatever you embark on in your plan has a structure. You know, as human beings, when everything's laid out nicely in a set structure, you're more likely to follow it, you're more likely to stick to the damn plan. Sometimes at this point of year, we make declarations like, next year I'm going to get fit and healthy. And then when the new year comes, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a structure, you're just shooting in the dark. You're like, oh, I'm going to do some exercise today. I might eat better tomorrow. And the next day I might drink some water. And then before you know it, you're doing itty bitty of the right things, just not combined. Sometimes having a program to follow, whether it's with a local trainer, your gym, or you can come work with us, where you've got a set thing to do every single day, and then that way it takes the thinking process out of it. So try and think about structure for when you go into the new year and get in the new year.
Yes.
Into new year to the new year.
And as much as like we can be guilty of being the sort of that masculine energy and that kind of boisterous, galvanise. And we're like, stick to the damn plan, get it fucking done, make 2022 your bitch. You know, we're very much in your face, we'll swear, we'll have a laugh, and that's our style. And it's very important for some people. If you then connect with that message, then fantastic. But the other thing we would say is there is another message there, and that's take it easy on yourself, because it's not about let's go hard or go home. This is about understanding you as a person and saying, actually, if I just make small incremental changes and I start right now, those small incremental changes are actually going to be much, much easier for my delicate heart right now. You might be struggling with you know, some loss in your family or your life in some way. Therefore, taking small steps is okay. And actually, that's what we teach in our membership. We teach small, gradual progressions. Each week, you get a little bit more of a lesson. And then by the end of the 12 weeks, you're then in a much, much different place. So use that in 2022. Just go, I'm going to make one change at a time that I know I can sustain. I'm going to take it easy on myself. I'm going to do this. And then in 12 months' time, you'll be a completely new person.
Boom.
Let me just go to the comments on Facebook. That was from Alex. James says, like that hair look. Is are we talking about hair or hair? Don't know. Jeff says, hi from Florida. Too cold for swimming today.
Michael says, you guys crack me up. Great advice and great name for a band. I really enjoy these live broadcasts. Thank you both. You're very welcome, Michael.
You're very welcome. John says, Merry Christmas, lads. And Camilla gives a few, clappy hands, I think. She's from Argentina.
Yeah. Jennifer says it's like steak in a bowl all over again. Steak in a bowl.
Al Jones says, hi Stephen and Rab, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.
Oh,
thanks, Al.
Nice, Al.
Matt Burlingame, hey coaches. And Sharna's on. Hi Sharna. Good to see you.
Joseph is saying, Feliz Navidad from Mexico City. But
Feliz Navidad?
Yeah, but...
You're not feeling my Navidad.
But it's Joseph though, it's Joe. It's Joseph.
Joseph what?
But Feliz Navidad from Mexico City. Are you saying you're Feliz Navidad or you're Joseph West?
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing is Feliz Navidad. That's what I'm saying, you're not feeling my Navidad.
What is Feliz? Feliz Navidad with a name?
I don't know. Alex says, 2022, keep the 10% off that you helped me lose. Cheers.
Boom.
Martin Carter, love your work. You do a great job.
Lovely jubbly.
And Gary said, it must be cold there today. It was actually really, really cold. We were out filming and our hands were just freezing.
Our hands.
Our
hands were cold.
William says, we're both very, very handsome. Not just very handsome, we're very, very handsome.
Was there a capital V in there at all?
Nah. The exclamation mark after handsome, no.
What about now?
Calvinist! The exclamation mark makes up for the lack of capital letters. Matt says 200 stars as well.
Rock Shot, get your rock shot, get your rock shot rocking. Rock Shot 100 says, guys, you inspired me 2 years ago. My trick is always to do less than I actually do. So next workout I don't dread it. That makes sense. My trick is to always do less than I can actually do. So next work I don't dread it.
So that's, if you are struggling mentally, emotionally in some way, then that's absolutely fine. So you're just going into and getting into the habit of working out. And absolutely, yes, that's great. If you're not struggling emotionally, mentally, and it's one of the more physical gains that you're looking for, then you should be pushing yourself just beyond what you think you can do.
It depends as well, because I don't know exactly what you meant there, Rock Shot, exactly, but a little tip that you can use is sometimes if you, let's just say you had planned your workout for that afternoon, but you were only committing to doing 20 minutes, even if you knew you could do 40, but you say, well, I'm going to go and do 20. Because once you've done the 20, you might go, oh, actually, I might do 25. And it might then, once you're warmed up and you've done a bit of a workout, you might just then do a bit more. But because you're only committed to a short bit, everything else feels like a bonus. That is, if that's the kind of approach you're meaning, maybe.
Yep. Gillian Booth says, hello. Miranda says, good afternoon, guys. Hope you have an awesome holiday. Thanks, Miranda.
Happy days.
Mary Beth says, thanks for the upbeat videos in 2021. They brought joy. That's why we're here.
We're going to bring some more.
And Matt's laughing, boy band, lol. And Gillian saying, love it. Name your next calendar galvanised. The Kilted coaches galvanised.
You should have heard my laugh then. I went. I did that creepy laugh. I was like.
Do that when you get your top off your shoulders. Cheryl says, I have to start back up. Galvanise, huh? Yeah. Galvanise, Cheryl. Galvanise.
G.E. Goodwin saying, where'd you buy those great boots you wear with your kilts? We wear different boots. I'm not sure which ones you're talking about.
Looking at my boots at the moment, I should have worn my black boots, I think, because they're a bit tucked up in there. I wear Wrangler boots, and you normally wear
Timberlands. Any store online will have Timberland or Wrangler.
Timberland.
But it depends, because it depends which videos you've watched. Maybe some of the older videos.
Yeah, we used to have high-tech Magnums,
Magnums,
which are really decent. That's the boots I'm referring to. I should have worn them today because it's wet and muddy outside. So yeah, this high-tech Magnums are really good.
There was a pair of boots that I ended up leaving at an old house because we wore them for something, they got absolutely waterlogged and then they stank when they dried out, and I was like, I've never put them in. But then I left them in the shed at my old house and there was loads of spider webs on them. I was like, I'm not putting my foot in that. Even when they were dried out, I was like, the hell that.
Billy Ray Lacey, I've lost 76 pounds.
Happy days.
Well done, it's awesome.
Germanist says, I commit to short workouts from time to time, particularly on a Friday, or I'll just do a quickie 20 to 30, then I complete my usual 1 hour workout, then my friends are annoyed I'm late. Yeah, that's we've done a video before called Cheating the System, and that's a great approach to have on the days where, you know, if your energy levels are low, or you're stressed, or you've been stressed, and what you're doing is you're giving yourself permission to do less than what you normally do, but it's better than doing nothing. And like you were saying there, once you're there, once you get warmed up, once you get the muscles working, you think, I'll just stay and do more. And that's cheating the system. You convinced yourself you're only needing to go for a little bit, and you end up doing a bit more once you were stuck in and sweating in the zone.
Hey Rick says, men, sending you much love. Thanks for being interested in the health and well-being of your fans. Hug to each of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hey. Billy saying, since February doing your workouts and changing my eating habits. Oh, well done. That was the £76.
Happy days.
I like your FN shirt.
FN shirt? Your fucking shirt?
I like your, maybe it is fucking shirt. Cheryl.
Yeah.
I like your FN, no.
I don't know.
Is that fucking shirt? I like your fucking shirt. I don't know. I don't know.
Sharna. Oh, Sharna.
Deb says, you're all seriously good for the soul. Love laughing with you all. And Sharna's asking, have you already been on the whiskey? No, we've not. But we did get back to a workout video today, which has clearly just lightened us up a little bit more and getting us back to what we love. We've not done a workout video in a long time, so you can expect to see more of those in 2022.
That's going to be up.
2022.
We just have to call it back in the 20s. Shit, we're in the 20s. We're already in the 20s, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny because you never think back in the 20s. Because you don't have like in the 10s. You don't really.
No, I know.
You say early 1900s. It's the 1900s or in the early 1900s, but then you say 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And then when you got to like 2000, even the 90s, and then you got to the noughties, and you're like, the noughties? That sounds great. That sounds amazing.
We're in there.
The noughties. No, the noughties good for you. The noughties were good for me.
Yeah. Susan, I love your typos. Take cake and have a happy Christmas. I've got to go for now.
We will take cake.
We'll take that cake.
We will take the cake.
Was it Cake by the Ocean? Do you remember that?
By the Ocean, yeah.
Because Cake by the Ocean means something else. But
Lisa says we've lost the plot. I don't think we ever had it.
No, I certainly didn't.
Hey, I hope you will exchange a huge hug and get always better friends. Happy Christmas time. Okay, fair enough.
Dana's dropped the G word.
What's the G word?
Find what galvanizes you. I'm 63 and postmenopausal. My most recent bone density exam showed my bone density has increased across the board. Weight bearing exercise work.
Nice.
Absolutely. And Susan's laughing. Cake by the ocean. Susan gets it. Cake by the ocean.
Gary saying I need to stop smoking, but my flatmate smokes. Gary, lead by example.
Kick your flatmate out. Yeah, see, no smokers here. What's the movie? Waterworld.
Smokers.
The smokers are the baddies, and it's simply because they smoke, because he's got the ship full of cigarettes.
And Cheryl saying, galvanise.
Galvanise.
Sheila, I'm totally with your approach. I know that moving forward is necessary. Doing just the same is not enough. I am losing weight because I adjusted and stuck to it. Structure rules. Thanks for your verbal style. So I think it just jumped. Thanks to your verbal style, it is so refreshing.
Happy days. Happy, joy.
Looking forward to the new programme in January, says Gillian.
Yeah.
And Joachim's on. Hey,
Hey!
Joachim, nice to see you. If anybody wants a good laugh, then there's 2 videos you should watch. Is Pilates in a kilt. Joachim is obviously very, very good at Pilates and an instructor. He's got a nice studio. So we did Pilates in a kilt, so you can see that on our YouTube and on our Facebook. And also how to be Scottish. And Joachim is Swedish Australian that lives in Scotland and loves wearing a kilt himself.
He's a bit of a mongrel, isn't he?
Yeah, yes.
Sorry.
But although, to be fair, his spawn put ours to shame. He's got an awesome spawn.
He did.
And how to be Scottish was an amazing video.
We've done this trick before in our very first video, but we had to film the whole thing backwards. And that's what sounded stupid. But basically,
That's how we filmed our very first video.
yeah, Joachim had a beard and then he finishes without a beard, but when you watch it, it goes the other way. And it was. Do you remember him having a shave? He had his wee shaving kit. It was genius.
Yeah, absolute genius.
Susan gave us a donation. Thank you very much, Susan.
Joe says, "Oh, steak in a bowl, delish."
Steak in a bowl.
And Gregoris Karadimos. That's a cool name. Gregoris Karadimos.
Gregoris.
That's like a superhero name.
Yeah, or something like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Rockshot saying, Brab has what we would call a wife beater shirt. Yes, it is a wife beater shirt. You know, I'm going to go home tonight and throw my wife downstairs. Joking.
Feliz Navidad. It's not Feliz Navidad. Is Merry Christmas in Spanish.
Ah, right. So that's what Joseph was saying.
Yes. So thank
Feliz
you,
Navidad
Susan
from New Mexico.
Susan
Sorry,
and Christy. Thank you for the clarification on that. Christy says, "Good morning." Izzy says, "Afternoon, everyone. Today's lesson is most appropriate and appreciated. So thank you. You're very welcome."
Rockshot saying, "Joke." Yeah, I know. I was also joking. My wife would throw me downstairs.
What was that?
He said, "I'm wearing a wife beater shirt," and I said, "I know, I'm going to go home and throw my wife downstairs." And then I was like, "I'm joking." There's been a couple of times I've been thrown downstairs because my wife is like super clean, like tidies and hoovers multiple times. And sometimes if I go in the house and go like, I always take off my shoes down the stairs and whatever upstairs. But sometimes I've forgotten something upstairs. Well, I want to put my boots on. I'm like, I'll just nip upstairs, and it's always like one speck of dirt, and she spots it from a mile off. And I just get the daggers. I'm like, oh, just. So I get put back in my cage for a wee bit. Unfortunately.
I'm going to say the name's Javier rather than it looks like Javier, but Javier probably. Javier Alvarado. Happy holiday coaches, and maybe some tips to lose the extra pounds after the family gatherings. Asking for a friend. Don't put pounds in the first place. Make sure you get a good solid workout before the big meals. That'll help.
David saying, any tips on dealing with sugar addiction? all these holiday treats I'm eating and I'm not even hungry, but damn, I can't stop. So David, you could try doing an intense workout before you plan to have those treats. What that'll do is it'll make your body a bit more insulin sensitive, and all the sugar will then just go straight into the muscles. Now, it's not necessarily stopping you eating it, but it's mitigating some of the damage. It's tricky this time of year because normally I'd then say don't buy the treats, but at this time of year they're there. So you could try when you're craving something. If you really not want to have it, you can go and brush your teeth. You have really pearly whites, and the minty flavour will put you off then having something sweet normally.
Here's one from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, these cookies! Put that cookie down now!
Put that cookie down.
Seriously, like, I just can't stop you. Like, put the cookie down,
mate. I'm using the Mac here and I'm trying to click on the screen. It's not touch screen. What a twat. I throw myself down the stairs.
Merry Christmas from Hawaii, says Norman. As we age into our 60s, how do we counteract natural changes related to age? So Norm Gardner, we actually did a video on this, how to get lean after 40. It's a very common concern. People getting a little bit older and they think, oh, I'm getting too old, I can't lose weight, I can't look after myself. And actually there's a bunch of things that you can do. It was only a few weeks ago, it was probably maybe 4 weeks ago, something like that. So you'll find it on YouTube and on Facebook. Just like how to get lean after 40, or just scroll through our videos, our media, and you'll see it.
Scroll through our media?
Yes.
There we are. That's because it's the option you're right up, it's media. I thought you were just being all posh on me.
No.
And for those that have been following my happy hour course, the last one is tomorrow. So if you are interested in just going to my Facebook page, it's a free course. You can come join in. There's the videos go out to my big page, and there's a group that goes with it for filling in the tasks. The last live episode is tomorrow, so even if you've not jumped on board yet, you can just go to my page, go into the group, look up the task, work your way through it. I'll keep the group open for quite some time regardless, and you can work through and, because I believe that everyone should have an hour a day to themselves
For happiness.
to do what the hell they want, whatever makes them happy. And so the course is designed to make you more productive. I know what I'd be. Galvanize. The course is designed to make you a bit more productive beforehand, so that when you do get your hour to yourself, you can relax. So there's nothing worse than getting some time to yourself. You sit down, and then you're thinking about all the things you should be doing, you feel guilty. And then it also explores what makes you happy as a person, and it will also explore conflict as well. So there's nothing worse. Again, you get an hour to yourself, and you're still annoyed and stressed about all the conflicts in your life, so we dealt with conflict tables and things. Anyway, go across my page and get stuck in about the free group and the free course, and it won't take you long.
Happy days. We've got Francis. It's been great hearing your lives, and they're really good with my success stabilizers today. Like your style, can relate to you guys. Happy days, Francis.
Oh, Carlotta, sorry, you're right. I said tomorrow, I keep thinking this is Thursday. Carlotta's saying happy hour is Friday. Yeah, it's on Friday. The schedule's...
So even if you're new and you haven't done any of Rab's happy hour yet, you can jump in right now, catch up on the previous videos, and then catch the one on Friday live.
Yeah.
Boom. Mario says, Vever Sexo Fora Lindos BJs. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds dirty. Oh, forgot to congratulate you guys on the second season of Secret Body. Miranda, it's not second season, it's the first season. The first one was just a pilot to test the premise of the show, to see if it was going to be successful. This is the first season, so then there's 6 episodes for the season.
Which comes out very soon. 11th of January for anybody in the UK and anyone in the US. There are sneaky ways to get it, which we can't tell you about, but if you know how to stream things from other countries, you can work it out.
Where did we get to? I think it's over here. Will you do a dance video? Asks Cheryl.
Dance video for my galvanized boy band.
She's asking. John says, bought the book for Christmas presents, of course, one for me. Looking forward to a healthy 2022. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, John. And Sharna says, do a quick post so I can screenshot for the galvanized meme.
No, I'm not doing it now, Sharna. You're going to have to just go back.
No, you're going to have to, for the meme, you want to go taking it off and going, galvanized. You'll get it once we click stop, you'll be able to go back, screen capture it, make the meme.
Please make a meme of him going, right, everybody.
Or when you're making a point, it's like, do this, more of this, less of that, just fucking do it. Let's get stuck in.
It's not fat lady singing, it's when Stephen gives you the clap.
Mary, hello, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And Alicia, time for skin. Don't know what that means.
It's just skin, Stephen.
Mickey says, hi there, advance Merry Christmas to both of you. Thank you. Laurie says, Merry Christmas from Maine. I have to say, I made the muscle cookies for my dad, 90-year-old and diabetic. He loves them. Yay!
We're going to give a shout out actually. So Helen, one of our members.
Yes.
So we've got our online membership that does weight loss, and this coming Friday we're going to be doing a bit of a quiz. And we hadn't opened this yet. We said we were going to do the quiz.
Yeah, we had this idea of doing a quiz for our members on Friday, and literally we came off the live, switched off, like, oh, what's this? Opened it up, and
boom! Movie quotes.
So thank you, Helen, for that.
Yeah, so that's going to be handy. Hope you know your movies.
JD Harley, Merry Christmas to all. Alvaro says hello from Spain. Mary, love happy hour. It's been a great reminder to take time for myself.
Yeah, maybe. Take time for you.
Charlie Gilmore, music and feet. Charlie Gilmore sent 50 stars. Thank you, Charlie. And she says, thank you guys. Have a great holiday. And Cheryl says, effing hydrate. Yes, fucking hydrate.
Just drink your fucking water. Paulina says, hey, great David.
Hey now.
What's the matter?
Right, so So, that's funny. So when we were doing the as part of the TV series that we filmed all of the participants, helped them lose weight, and obviously having a big secret. But then afterwards, what they do is they edit it all up. But then we have to then do links, because sometimes like we want these bits here, but we need a linking bit to link that bit to this bit, or a voiceover for us to then explain what's happening. And I got this habit, so rather do your line, and I would actually like agree with you, going, yeah, I did it, and going to my line. But then the guy who was filming was like, Stephen, you keep saying, yeah. But it's like, it's not really saying yes, it's like, yeah. And it's like a half a word, like, yeah, and it's straight into my line. And I just kept doing it time and time again. And we'll start doing this again. Yeah. Good to go. Right.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye-bye.
You have to stop.